tornado hit here in Tylertown and Foxworth area. There is a, I don't know if you can see the end of that, but there is a RV that is completely turned over right there up against that oak. There's the frame of the mobile home right there. That's the structure. Now look at the, look what's left. Hello everybody. Hope you're having a blessed day. I'm headed to donate some time to some tornado victims down in Tylertown, Mississippi. If you have not seen the storm damage or heard about it, if you're not from around the southern areas, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, and I believe all the way to the East Coast got touched by tremendous tornadoes this last week. And we went down looking at everything, trying to help, but it was complete devastation. I mean, just, there was no houses left. There's no roof left. There's barely trees standing every now and then. And I'll upload some pictures for you so you can see that. And this morning we went to Brother Bobby's. I'm going to put a link in this video so you can go watch that video if you'd like to. I mean, it's the tallest cedar tree I've seen in Mississippi. You may have known some taller ones. I've got a lift at the platform, a reach 62 feet, which puts me at 68 feet. And I still lack 20 feet or 30 feet above me on that video. And cedar trees are really brittle, so we had to do it from the spider. I just did not want it snapping on me by doing a face cut and trying to push it with the excavator, which is the way I'd prefer to do trees. But we had to work this one from the spider lift and just block it down. Interesting video. I hope you enjoy that. Give it a like and a share. But right now we're going to donate this whole day to working for folks and just giving them free labor. My friend Matthew Clobern owns Clobern Woodworks. Phenomenal guy, phenomenal company. They've got a Merlot. He's very educated, licensed arborist as well, and just a good-hearted guy. I'm headed to meet him right now at his shop. I've got the excavator loaded, and he's loading up his skid steer. Chuck's waiting on us. It's going to be about a 60-mile drive, but we're going to get down to Tylertown and give the rest of the day to some elderly folks. Their granddaughter reached out to us on Facebook, and we posted a post on Facebook about trying to help and donate labor at least 1 to 3 days, whatever we have available, and get some people if they could not access their property or homes. And my friend Matthew had the idea to post it on Facebook because when you go down to a storm, it is the most uncomfortable feeling for me to approach someone in devastation and in heartbroken. They just lost their home, and tornado, they're literally digging through trash looking for pictures and picture albums and memories and money and clothes. And some storm chasers, it don't bother them a bit to walk up with a card and say, hey, we want to help you get back in shape, get me in touch with your insurance. And that's fine. That's what insurance is there for. And every business has to make a profit. I'm totally understand. I'm in the tree business, so I understand we have to make a profit, and insurance companies should pay for what they are covering for. I agree. But when someone has just lost everything, it's not very comfortable to walk up to them and say, here's my card, if you get me approved, I'll help you. I just have a problem with that. On my ethics just won't allow me to do that approach. So we're going to go down and donate time, and you know, blessings always return themselves to you, no matter how you give. I don't ever give to expect to take or to expect to be given back to. That's not the right heart we should have. I'm not going to preach to you today, but I just, the world has taught us to be so greedy, and it's me, take. And I love these opportunities where Lord made a beautiful day. I mean, it is 63 degrees. The breeze is blowing 10 miles an hour. And it's just a good day to go give back. And Matthew called me last night, and we got to talking. I said, man, there's an older couple down. He said, you tell me when and where. I got one tree I'm gonna go knock out early in the morning. I'll get there extra early so I can go with you. And he reached out on Facebook as well, trying to find some other folks. So when we get down there, we'll probably be down there a little while, but let's just see what comes of it. Hey, I hope you're out there trying to bless somebody yourself, and in return, you'll be blessed. And I'll get you some pictures and something a little more entertaining than me just sitting here talking to you. Hey, have a good day. Matthew's got the 97 loaded up. We headed down to Tylertown, and I've got the excavator back. This is Co-Lin Community College. Really nice little college here in Wesson, Mississippi. There's some tornado damage here. Down. Look at this house up here. I mean, it's just, they're lucky to have a house. There's old Chuck waiting on us. Where we need to park?
Just pull on up. Just pull on up a little bit, man.
We're fitting to clean all that up right there. So man, this worked out really good. You got the excavator back stacking things horizontal. Look at that pile that the 97 Matthew just got there with the 97. That thing is just super strong. I mean, that is a ton of material. He's moving just in that one grab. And what makes that happen, the excavator is ahead of him stacking things horizontal, and he can just grab that whole bunch and just move it really fast. We was out of here in about 48 minutes. I can't tell you how many trees was up in there. It was all tangled up, twisted up, and a mess. I was cutting. Now the day before, Chuck came and really did a good job. He came with the 500i and cut up a lot of the logs and limbs, so we had material ready to roll, because when we got down there with all the equipment, the excavator and skid steer, and all three of us, we just wanted to go to as many places we could to help as many people. This particular field was owned by an elder couple, and there was no way they would have ever got this cleaned up and been able to access the backside of their property. This is a beautiful hay field. It looked like to me that's what it was. We didn't talk to them about the field much. We was moving so fast and trying to get it done for them. They were just so happy and pleased, and I was just glad to be able to bless them that day. Matthew really helped us out there. But keep watching. The video is going to go to trailer that absolutely got, you couldn't even tell. You just have to watch the video to understand. So stay tuned. There's some neat stuff coming up. So if you look at the far right corner of the screen, I'm going to indicate it here. That is the owner of the property in one of those mobile wheelchairs. They rode it down a little four-wheeler trail and was sitting there watching us work. When we got done, we went and met them and talked to them. But super, super nice individuals. But I thought that was kind of neat. They just rode their little mobile wheelchair down there and just watched us. Had a set of, you can't see it on the video, but they had a pair of pink house shoes on, and that was blaring in that sun. Look how clean he left that. Old Chuck's over here. I'll pick this stump up. I'm gonna get over there and cut this tree. Okay, so we just got done with our first donation. We're gonna work on the second now, and it's a tragic one. This was someone's home. It was a mobile home, and I want you to look at what is left after this tornado come through here. The frame is completely disconnected. This was the frame underneath the house. There's the frame of the mobile home right there. That's the structure. Now look at look what's left. So we're gonna take every bit of this debris and just pile out the edge of the road. The county's gonna come in with grapple trucks, take care of this. But is this not tragedy? I mean, this is Matthews unloading 97 now. We got down here at 1 o'clock. We just finished moving a lot of trees. There's supposed to be no gas lines, no electric lines. There's one water line, and I'm fixing to mark that with an orange cone in a minute. It completely just destroyed this. I mean, just completely took it apart. It was sitting over here. Look at the blocks. You can see where it just went. Tornado come. I don't know which direction it came from. Oh, there it is. You see where it came. You see the chicken houses, the corner of it. That barn's completely gone, and this roof of this house is gone. That roof of that house is gone. So she was in direct line. It come straight from that way, straight across the field. And I mean, she had to be right in the middle of the eye. You can see the damage. But look how the trailer was sitting here. This is her back porch, and it just poof. I mean, it just took it completely off its blocks. You can see even the way the blocks are all laid. Left most of the debris here. She absolutely lost She lost everything. Chuck just said he hates doing this so bad. The reason is it's so sensitive for us. This is hard-earned money. This is people's livelihoods. This ain't something that, you know, everything you see, she worked hard to buy. I mean, just that box fan, and look at there, there's a baby seat right there. May have belonged to one of her children at one time, grandchildren. That's probably memories right there. All of it, yes sir. Look at this frame. Look at this frame. Look what it did to the metal. See how that is just bent? So the trailer sitting this way, it bent the frame. It bent the frame completely like this. It just folded it. See, that's one end of the trailer, and that's the other end, and it just bent this frame completely in half. I'm gonna get the water line fixed up, put you up on the trailer. We trying, brother. I hate this happening to everybody. Just get up to the road, yep. Yeah, we just trying to help folks out today. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the video. I just want to explain our experience with it. You can see Chuck's got his doors and windows open on the excavator, and Matthew's got on the skid steer, he's got his door up and windows open as well. Didn't think a thing about the installation. Man, we was kind of sweated down, you know, just from working. I mean, it wasn't but like 65 degrees, beautiful day. But working with the windows and doors open, didn't think a thing about the insulation in this thing. And every time that you'd push or pull, you could just see a puff of fiberglass. And it was terrible that night, trying to get that off of you and out of you. So I had contacts in my eyes, and I got on the skid steer a little bit later. Oh my goodness, did it hurt my eyes, man. I don't know if it got behind my contacts or what. I ended up having to throw that pair of contacts away, and my eyes just, man, they clotted up, and it was just miserable for about 2 or 3 days after this. But I'm glad we was able to help the family out here with the devastation they was facing. But I just thought I'd share that with you. So if you're doing this kind of demo work, keep your cabs closed. Okay, folks, so we are leaving. I want to show you this. We're leaving the place where the tornado hit here in Tylertown and Foxworth area. There is I don't know if you can see the end of that, but there is a RV that is completely turned over right there up against that oak. But we kind of a bittersweet moment. We got there, and kind of makes you emotional when you see the devastation. But first job we went to, we cleaned up a lot of limbs and trees in the field, and It was an older couple. They're kind of, you know, in the golden years of their life, and of course they couldn't clean up that many trees and debris. And me and Matthew came down and brought skid steer, excavator, chuck, and a chainsaw, and got that cleaned up. We wasn't there probably just a couple of hours, and got that done. And he told us about his family members that was right up the road on the right, and he said that it just demolished their trailer, and they didn't have a way to get it to the edge of the road, so that hopefully the county will come by with grapple trucks and pick up the debris. And we're waiting on the state to tell us how that's going to work. But man, we drove up over there, and I got some videos of it, but it come through. That trailer had to be close to, I mean, a direct line of that. Just on the other side of that field, I pointed in the video just a little bit ago, there was actually chicken houses over there, and it went right through the middle of those. It went right up their father, Mr. Donaway's, you'll see him on the video, Mr. Donaway's house. We're actually coming back on April 7th. We're going to do some work for him with the Merlot and maybe the Spider and the excavator and all. It just twisted all kinds of beautiful live oaks he had, twisted them up. And anyways, went straight to her trailer, and I'm telling you, it looked like a bomb went off. When I know I've heard that before, but I've never personally seen it. It literally took the bottom of the frame of that trailer and bent it like an L shape. Now we're talking about a 12-inch I-beam, and that's no easy task. The excavator was struggling. The 12,000-pound excavator was struggling to pull that frame out from under the debris. It's that heavy, and that tornado just balled it up and made it like an L shape. You see that on the video. But what kind of got heart touching was the lady that owned the trailer was at work when we started, and she got there, and we had found a bunch of pictures in the dirt. And I don't know if it's special to her, but it was special to me, and I don't even know these people, but you can see the dirt on them, you can see scratch marks, but in the picture was all the smiles and happy times of family at that trailer. And we were just picking up pictures. Chuck and I got off the equipment and was just picking up pictures, trying to save it. She walked up, she was so grateful that we had the pictures there. But stuff like that you just don't think about with a tornado. You just think, well, that's gone. But until it's you and all your memories are in there, everything you've ever purchased, everything, I mean, box fans, memories, everything you can think of that you have in your house was just everywhere, exposed for everybody to see and just on the ground. So just want to share my thoughts with you after the process. We're headed home to get some much needed rest. It's been a day of donations for us, for me and Matthew, and we're going to go grease our machines up and get ready for next week. But I'm just grateful that we got the strength and the manpower and the equipment to be able to help. But I want to give you my thoughts after that, because I've never seen it before quite like that, and never seen that kind of devastation of damage. I'm looking at some now, but anyways, I hope you never go through this, and if you do, I hope you got good friends around and good businesses around that'll help you get out of that disaster. And we've seen a lot of other crews around, people helping, volunteers. I looked over on the other side of the yard, there was a Hispanic family, and they're just out there just a smiling, and all their kids is picking up, you know, debris in their yard, sticks and roof shingles and everything. They just having a good time, just playing. One little boy's out there swinging a bat, and daddy's over there having a good time. I mean, it's all, life is what you make it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. God bless you. Bye-bye.